Heidi ho, my crafty friends. This is Lori at the Ladybug Journals. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we are going to work on, today's December 5th. Today is Snippet Roll and Woven Flowers. And I loved watching Louisa this morning. She had hers turned upside down. You know, I love watching Louisa. She is so stinking creative. And she said, hold on, I need a sip of coffee, you guys. She said everything was upside down. So as far as she was concerned, today was everything was woven plus flowers. And she said if you want to turn your this upside down, you can turn it upside down. You can stick it in your coffee. You can do whatever you want with it. So that's what we're doing. But when I very first read this, I don't know, weeks and weeks ago when it came out, something came to mind. And I had an idea on what I wanted to do for my snippet roll. So that is what I'm working on here. And you just see piles and piles of fabric strips. Well, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Well, I have piles and piles of, I have a few small piles, not piles and piles of fabric. And I have my favorite chicken fabric. I have this fabric here. It's just a little strip of fabric that I've already torn that I used in my planner. And then I have this, you know, that we used in our journal, plus this. And this is what I'm doing. And I'm making some room here so I can show you. I'm snipping this fabric into, this is probably 1/2 inch strips. And then, are you ready for this sound that just makes all journalers go, ah? Did you go, ah? Because I did. I love that sound. Okay, so this we're not going to need. So I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to put it right up there. And I'm pulling 4 strips. Now, if you don't have fabric, use paper. You can do this with paper. You know, cut your paper, your cardstock, your construction paper, whatever you have. It can even be printed cardstock. Any type of paper. If you don't have fabric, don't panic and go into a whip-de-duty. Just hold on. This is my happy place. Just get your paper, and I don't think you can tear it though. Get your paper and cut it to about, I would say those are probably about 1/4 inch strips. And you're going to need 4 of 4 different colors, okay? Let me put this back in the journal so we don't lose it. So you're going to need 4 strips of about 4 or 5 different colors. Okay? So that's what you're going to need. 4 strips of 4 to 5 different colors. Now, the only thing about fabric is you get all these strings. And normally, I love strings after I tear it. But for this project, it gets rather difficult. Okay, so there's 2. So I'm going to tear these other 2 fabrics, and I will be right back, okay, after I get them all torn. So let me be right back. Okay, all my fabric's torn. And it's in a messy pile here. And if you've got fabric, you need to make sure that your strings are off. Otherwise, you're going to have a mess. Okay, and you're going to need a piece of tape. Any kind of tape. You can use Scotch tape. You can use painter's tape. Anything you want. The same with paper. You're going to need a piece of tape. Now, with paper, I would recommend, so you're not tearing the paper, like painter's tape would probably work. You could even staple it. You could probably staple your ends with this if you wanted. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let me make myself some more room here. I'm scooting things back on my work table because I don't want to knock things over. Hold on a minute here. Yeah, I'm not even gonna ink this yet. I'm gonna wait until the end to do the inking. All right, I'm gonna put those in there. All right, so what we're gonna do, I need to move my coffee too so I'm not spilling it. Since I had it in my hand, I had to take a drink. All right, so what you're gonna do is, see, these are rather long. See? So I'm going to cut these. Well, I'm not going to cut them yet. But this is why I have them. Oh, darn. Now I've got it tied in a knot. Now, do you remember as a kid doing the weaving? You know, over and under kind of thing. Oh, my goodness. I've got strings everywhere on this blue one. Now, if you do choose to use a fabric, a cotton fabric is your best bet, okay? And I'm just going to show you the basics of this, because once you see me do it or start it, you'll know exactly what I'm doing. The same with the paper. You're going to know exactly what I'm doing. And, oh my gracious. And you'll just be able to take off. And then you'll understand what I'm doing. All right, I need to get this thread off of here. And to finish the project, you're going to need a total of 8 strips of each piece. 4 to go down and 4 to go across. Okay? Okay, so to do this, but I'm only going to start with 2 to show you what we're doing. So, you're going to take 2. Let me make sure I'm up high enough here so you can see me. Okay. So, if you're going to start this, okay, I'm going to take, say, 2 brown, and I'm going to lay them at the top. And then I'm going to decide how I want to do this. And then maybe I want to start with the chickens. Okay. And then this one. And then a piece of the blue. So that's going to give me 4 pieces across the top. And you want to make sure that they lay flat. Okay, now I'm going to use a piece of Scotch tape. Maybe if I can get my hands on it. I'm going to use a piece of tape. I'm actually going to take this paper off here so I can get a hold of it. Hold of my table better. Okay. So brown. I'm going to check the camera here in just a minute. Make sure you can see. Chickens. So if you can't, don't panic, because I'm going to check it in just a minute. And if not, I'll adjust it. And the blue. Tape this down. Okay. Now, let me make sure you can see this. Okay, good, you can. Now, need to make sure that stays down. Whoops, I wiggled you. Sorry about that. Now, you want to make sure that these stay straight. Okay? You want to keep them out straight. And if you're the, if my little OCD friends out there, you go right ahead and iron off your strips if you want. That's fine. It's, it's not going to change things much. You iron them off. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing going that way. Okay. Now, you can change how you put them going that way. You don't have to start with the brown on top. You can put the brown, like I can start with a blue up here at the top if I want. And depending on how big you want your woven, like if you don't want it this wide, if you only want it this wide, then take these two up, take these two out of here, and just make it that wide. Now bring these two down to make your, your snippet roll. Now let's add these two going this way. So we want these two now to be added this way. So I'm just going to tape them down as I lay them down. But I'm not weaving anything yet. I'm just taping them into position, okay? I'm just taping everything into position coming down the side. Okay, I already got that one. I need my chickens. And you're going to take the rest of your strips and you're going to bring them down the side. Okay, does this make sense? The strips that you have left, you're going to tape down the side. Oh, brown one. That's the one I'm missing. Okay, is this making sense to you guys? And the reason that you're taping them down is because you're going to be lifting things up. So your first one, this first one up here is going to go over and then under. Like this. And you're just going to leave it out. Your second one is going to go under and then over. This one, your third one, is going to go over and then under. And leave them out to the side. Now we're going over. Come on, guys. And if you mess it up, just pull it back. Goes, come on, straighten up here. Okay, so we would. And they do move. I'm going to tell you right now, they move. And you're going to have to start over again. Just like I'm doing. So under. This one's going over. This one's going under. This one's going over. This one's going under. This one's going to go under. Okay, do you see the pattern? Just like that. Now this one's going to come over. This one. Okay, hold on. I've got them all wrinkled up here. Okay, and come back to the top if you're getting confused. This one went over. Oh, for gracious sakes, I did it again, didn't I? This one went over. This one goes under. I've done this 100 times, but you'd think. Okay, let's pull that one back and get it out of the way. Let's keep those over there. This one goes over, that one goes under. There we go. This one goes over. This one goes under. There we go. And you're going to work your way down like that. Okay? And then you're just going to keep adding them down the side until these are gone, until your stack is gone. Then you're going to bring this one down. And you're going to weave in the second strip, the opposite of what you did this side. Now, after you get it in, after you get these in, you can take it to your sewing machine. You can hand sew it, but now you've got your woven strip. Okay? Now, after you've got your woven strip, the second part of this are flowers. So what kind of flowers are you going to use? Well, I don't have woven flowers. So Barbara, on her video early this morning, showed you how to make woven flowers. Or, if you'll remember, in our supply box, I showed you an option for woven flowers. So let me show you. Remember our option for woven flowers? Let's see, was it in here? No, it's not in here. I think it's just in here, in the big box. So let's look in the big box of supplies that we pulled out and see what our option for woven flowers was. Let's find it. Whoops, the doodles. Let's find our option for woven flowers that we pulled out. I know it's here. This was my option for woven flowers. If you don't have or don't have fabric to make woven flowers, these little flowers here are an option right here. You can use these. You can use stickers. You can make flowers. If you don't have fabric, you can make flowers with paper, which I think is what these are actually. I think these are actually paper. So you can make flowers with paper. You make your flowers any way you choose, okay? So don't let the fact that maybe you don't have fabric stop you from creating your snippet roll. Okay, so we're going to use these. So let's put our box down and let's put some things back in here. Okay, let's put this back off the table. And I think we're going to be able to trim some of this off because I think it's a little bit too long. Let's cut some of that off. There we go. I think that will help us. And bring our fabric strips down here. Let's pull this out. Oh yeah, that'll be much better. Much easier to handle. Now we're going to put our threads up here. Much, much easier to handle. Oops, we missed one, didn't we? There we go. Much easier for us to handle now. Okay, so we've got this thread at the top. Whoops, I cut the wrong thread. Whoops, the doodles. We might have to swap that one out. All right, so now let's keep going down. Let's see, let's swap out that chicken thread because I didn't mean to cut it. Yeah, that one's going to need to be a longer one, I think. Let's put this one up there. I didn't mean to cut this one. Come here, little man. We'll use you to go across. Yep, I didn't mean to cut you. We're going to put you up there and flip you up to the top. All right, so we're going to keep going down to the side. Now we're going to start all over again. We're going to mix them up. So that one went under. This one's going to go over. Just like that. Now again, you can tape them. You can, you know, with your... Okay, we got to keep them straight. There we go. You can tape them with your, let me put that over there. You can tape them with your painter's tape if you want, which I think that's what I'm going to use. I think it'll hold better. All right, so hold on a second. Let me grab our painter's tape, okay? Okay, I've got that row down. Now I'm going to show you how to do the second row. Remember, we flipped him up. Okay, so every other row, you're going to flip over. This is going to keep you from getting confused like I was confused. You're going to flip him over like this. Okay? Oops, sorry, got my scissors laying there. Keep everything else laying out straight. However you have it. Take that second row, lay it down, bring this row back. Just like that. Now you've got your over, under, over, under. Okay? Just like this. Now you've got your over, unders. Now from here, you can stitch these down by hand. You can take it to your machine. You can secure them any way you want to secure them. You can also add more rows if you want a wider, you know, if you want a wider area. But I don't want my snippet roll really wide. So from here, because I want my snippet roll to be a side tuck when I'm finished with it. So from here, I'm going to cut these shorter. But first, I want to sew them. So in order to sew them, I need to tack them down. So if you don't have a sewing machine, use your Fabri-Tac. So I'm all about showing people the easy ways of doing some things. Now, it looks like I flipped the wrong ones, doesn't it? Well, by golly, I sure did. Oh my gracious, I am just flippity flop today. I guess I should not have watched Louisa this morning because now I'm all flippity flopped. All right, hold on here. I'm all flippity flopped. Okay, that's the one I need down. Oh my gracious sakes. I should have finished my coffee. Bet you all were screaming at the screen, weren't you? That's the wrong one. Well, I don't think you screamed loud enough. Oh my heavens. Don't worry, I do this all the time. I'm constantly doing this backwards. All right, I got too many strings on this yellow one here. I think it caught on something. So if it doesn't look right, the one that you want to turn is the one that's under. Not the one that's on top, like I just did. There we go. Oh my gosh. Sorry, you guys. Under, not over. So the one you want to flip is the one that's on bottom. Now lay your top piece down. Good golly gracious. No wonder it looked lopsided. All right, so now we can use our glue. I kept thinking, that does not look right. Oh, much better. Now it should look like a woven plaid or something like that. So now you're going to take your glue. Much better. So now you can take your glue bottle, if you're going to use glue, and you only need a drop. So you can either use your Fabri-Tac. If you don't have Fabri-Tac, you can use your our glitter glue, because it just takes very little to do this, very little. And if you want it longer, you can make it longer. If you want it wider, you can make it wider. You're going to stick it right under, and you can do this before you bring it down, if you want. I just put a little drop of glue right under here, just like that, because I just want to hold it in place. That's all I want to do. Okay? I just want to hold everything in place. Just like that. And I'm not concerned if my fabric's not perfect. I'm not concerned if my fabric, looks a little untidy. If it's a junk journal. So I'm not concerned about that. Use whatever glue makes you happy, or that you have on hand, or that's your favorite. It just doesn't matter. Okay? I hope you all are doing well. And those of you that are affected by the snow, I hope you're safe and warm. We got yesterday, I have to tell you all this story. It was crazy yesterday. We've been under a winter storm watch for days now, just days. So last night when we went to bed, we got a crazy thunderstorm, probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. And, it was crazy. I thought limbs were going to come down. It was so crazy. And, it passed. And, I have a greenhouse that sits right outside the bedroom window. And I thought to myself, oh, wow, I hope, I'm not going to wake up and have limbs down, because I'm going to be the one having to take care of it. And, because he's going to be at work, and it's just going to be a crazy mess if I do. So the boys got me up to eat this morning, and I looked out the window, and I thought, what? Everything was frozen. I probably got about a half an inch to an inch of snow, and it's snowing now. It was like, where did all this come from? And everything's still frozen. I could hardly get the gate open to take them out. Okay, so I have everything tacked down with my glue. Now, I'm still not going to cut this, okay? At least if I do, I am going to cut some of these longer pieces, because they are a little bit long and unruly here. So I'm going to cut them a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit. And I could probably use my fabric scissors for this and get it a little easier. Get them out of my way. But I am going to save them for use in my journal. There we go. There. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how I tie everything together. And I'm also going to pull that cut. I just trimmed it off down here at the bottom. Now I'm going to keep it taped over here. But I do want to pull the tape up off of the table. And I'm just going to pull it up this way. So I've got to get everything pulled up here. Let me get a hold of everything. I got everything taped in 500 different directions. Oh my gracious sakes. Okay. Right there. So I want to keep it taped. Now I want to, oh my goodness. I did forget I had all that taped up there. Now I want to flip it over. Okay. And by keeping it taped, it stays together. You know, all my things stay together. All my little pieces stay together. Of course, they do stick to your hands, but they do stay together. Now, back here, to lock all these little pieces in, you're going to take these side pieces off of the tape, and you're going to fold them over onto your edges. Now, you're also going to take these side pieces, and you're going to fold them over this way. Okay? If they're on top, you're going to fold them over. Okay, so see how this piece, if I tried to lift it, it takes it away. That's a piece that I'm going to have to glue down. Yeah, I really got to fill this bottle. So that's a piece I need to put a dot of glue right here in the middle. Excuse me. So every other one I can bring over, and I can put some glue like this. Excuse me. Hold on a second. Yeah, now that the air is cold and dry, I'm going to start coughing. Okay, and I'm going to pin that down. Just like that. And that will keep them from unraveling. Okay, make sure that one's pinned. And just a little bit. I'm just putting a little tiny bit all the way across. Now, if you were making a journal cover, like I made a journal cover like this in the summer, what holds this down is your backing. You have a backing that goes all the way across it, and that holds it down. Okay. And now you do still have to lock it in before you put it on your backing. Okay, this one looks like it's twisted. Let's see. Let's get it untwisted here. Let's get this tape off here before we do that. Okay, so it's just taped. So I'll be able to get that off. So I'm just gonna glue it right there because I can get the tape off. Same here. I need to get this tape off. Okay, this one's got 2 layers of tape. So let's get the tape off of here before we glue it. This one's a piece up at the top. Like this. Okay. And here. There we go. Yep, I just want it on one layer of tape, not 4 or 5. Okay, now we can glue it. Huh, it's still twisted. You go up there. Right there. Okay. Now, your bottom ones, these bottom ones down here, you're going to lock up this way. Okay? You're going to bring them up. Now again, if you are going to put a backing on this, then that will take care of all of this. But mine, well, mine's going to have paper on it, but I still want to lock these in. So on these bottom ones, you bring them up like this. Just like that. And your top ones, you bring down. Okay, so we can take them off the tape. And we can bring them down. Okay, not that one, because that one's loose. This one just needs glued down here. But, and I think this needs a little dot of glue under it. Okay. It's going to take our tape off. Okay, so everything that's left, you're not going to trim off until you get your backing on it. Okay, it also needs glued down. So this one needs glue under it, or it needs sewed. Let's see, this one needs glued or sewed. See how it's not secured? It needs a dot of glue, or it needs sewed. That one does. That one's okay. This one, I think, is glued or sewed. That one's glued. And I think this one's glued. Yep. So if it hasn't already been secured down, you need to glue it or sew it, whichever you're going to do. Now, behind this, I'm going to put a piece of cardstock because, like I said, I'm going to make it into a side tuck. Okay? So let me show you how we're going to do that, and then we're going to decorate it. And we're going to trim off these side edges. So let me grab the paper here, and I'll show you how we're doing it. Okay, so I cut my cardstock. This is just a little bit of PVA with watered down. It's watered down with water. Good heavens. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the glue on top of this. And then we're going to put that here. And we're going to let it dry. And then when it dries, we'll be able to cut any excess cardstock off the edges. But once we get it on here, we'll be able to trim off those edges. Okay. So we're going to put this down. Let me move that back. Make sure everything's lined up here where we want it. Oh, I must have dotted glue, didn't I? That's all right. We'll be able to adjust it here. Turn around here. Come on. And if it's not straight, don't worry about it because we're gonna trim anything off that isn't where we want it. Oh my goodness, what do we have here? Oh, you go over there. Oh my gracious. Let's get everybody where it goes. Make sure we have glue where it needs to be. Okay, now let's look on the other side here. Make sure we have glue over here where we want glue to be and not where we don't want it to be. Okay. Now we can go on and cut this edge here. Actually, I think we might wait for this to dry. But I am going to go on and cut these edges, and I'm going to use my fabric scissors. I'm going to cut these a little bit shorter here because they are in my way. There we go. Okay, these edges over here, we need some glue. I think, let's see here. Where do we need some glue? We need some right in here. Right in there. And right in here. Let's get this glued down. Let's get that glued down. Okay. And let's get some of this glue down here. And if we end up trimming some of it off, then we end up trimming it off. That's okay. But at least I know everything is secure while it's drying. Okay, I'm going to put that over there for right now. And this right down through here is where I want to decorate. Okay, I want you to stay still. So you stay still. And I want you to stay still. But not on my hand. I think I put it on upside down, you guys. I really think I did. Oh well, if I did, I did. I'm getting ready to cover it up. So, okay. So, I want to use my flowers. So, let's pick out the flowers that are close enough to the colors that we have in here. So, this has the yellows, the oranges, it's got green leaves. So, let's see here. I've got some orange. I've got some of these orange. Absolutely no pink. I've got this color. I've got this color. Okay. That one might work. That one will work. That one probably will not. Maybe. No. No, I say no. Let's put those over there. I don't think that pink is going to work. I don't know. We might be able to make some of the lighter pink work. Yeah. Okay, but I do like the leaves and maybe some of the ferns. Let's see. Let's play here and see real quick. I do like the ferns. And I do want to be able to snip it, of course, to use it. Or no, I'm not going to snip it. I want to use it as a belly band. Or a side tuck. I know, a snippet roll you're supposed to be able to snip. But not in my journal. Come on, straighten up. Straighten up and fly right here. Okay. I like this orange color. Maybe I don't like that one. All right, let me stand up here and look in my camera. It's hard to tell since we're going to be cutting some of this off here. Let's tuck it under and see if that helps. Yeah, see, it's only staying over here. All right, let's see if we can trim. I'm ready for trimming, you guys. Let's see if we can trim. Get off of there. Let's see if it's dry enough to trim. At least to give us an idea. Right here at the bottom. Let's turn it over and see. Yeah, it will have to be snipped because this is too long to fit in the journal. All right, so let's see here. Right here is the width of it. All right, scissors, off to your bath. All right, maybe we have a little baby one we can finish. Okay, so there it is. So it is going to have to be trimmed because this is the height of the journal. Oops, I need to trim at the top. So let's pick our page. I think I want it right in here, so right across the blue. So there you go. Snippet roll just got snipped. Right in here. So now we can decorate. And I'm trying to move quick because I know you guys have so many other videos you want to watch. Like that. Oh, I like that. Okay. I think I want to do this. Come on, behave. I think I want this. Okay, let's get some glue down here. Oh, yes, I like that a lot. And I want this one to turn the other way. Oops, come on now. Today is video making day. I still have 2 more to make. Oh, come on. Straighten up now. Straighten up. Oh, we're going to tuck you right in there. Oh, well, you know what? Who says a fern can't just flow right off the page? Who says? Ooh, I'm liking that. Here we go. Yeah. I don't know who said it can't, but I just said it could. All right, and we're going to put these little peach colored flowers on there. I really like these little flat ones. I really like these. And we're going to put some of those climbing up these. And then, oh, here's the other one I was looking for. Oh, not there, you silly goose. Not there, you silly willy goose. Ooh, this book's going to be getting chunky. Because these flowers are a little chunky wonky. Yep, they're a little chunky wonkies. But, you know what? If you don't have a chunky journal, it's just not worth having. What's this one? Oh, this is an off-white one. Let's put him up here. There we go. And hold on. Gotta get it out from down here. We are going to put a piece of, just a little one, we're going to put a piece of cheesecloth. Let me get a hold of it. Let me cut it. While we can, we're going to tuck a little bit of cheesecloth. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Right there. Oh my gosh, you guys. That just made my little heart sing. It just said, ta-da! I knew you all were waiting for me to say that. I knew you were. Oh, yeah. There it is. There it is. I've been waiting to use that this whole challenge. I knew this someplace was going to come up that I could use it. I just knew. I just knew. Okay. Let's see. Where else can we put it? Any place? Any place at all? No, I think that's going to be it. Oh, wait. I got an idea. We're going to stick it right in there. Let's put some glue in there. Like that. Oops, the doodles. Come on. No, I don't want you to glue closed. I want this to go in there. Oh, don't glue to the pin, you silly thing. There we go. Oh, that's it. That's it. Okay, now we're gonna do this. Let's see. I need this side. I gotta remember what side to do. Now I'm gonna have to leave the book open though, so everything dries. But there. Oh wait, make sure I get it on the right page. There we go. All right, let me scoot it down. I want it in the middle. Right there. Right there. All right, here I have my little pokey tool. I can even make sure it stays in there. Okay, so there you go, you guys. I want to thank everybody for joining me today and for having so much fun with me. Oh my gosh, this was so much fun after all the chaos and, kind of settled down. But you know what? If you don't have chaos, you're just not having fun. That's the way I look at it. Oh my gosh, you guys, you should see this work table. It is a complete disaster area. But that tells me we had fun. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. And I want to especially welcome, with a little ladybug twist, all of our new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And a little ladybug flitter to all of our subscribers that have left me such wonderful comments. You guys are the best. You just warm my heart and just make the cockles of my soul go, aw. I'm telling you what, you guys are the best subscribers out on YouTube. I don't know. I don't care what anybody says. You're the best. You're the best, and I'm claiming you. I am claiming you as mine. So, until I see you again, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave me a comment. And don't forget to share this video with all your friends and family members so that they can play along with us. And until I see you again in that next Ladybug Journals video, ta-ta for now.